Hello, science fans. Welcome to an exciting journey into the world of weather and climate. Today, we're diving into a fascinating climate phenomenon known as La Niña, a name you might have heard in the news or in science class. La Niña, which means the little girl in Spanish, is much more than just a catchy name. It's a powerful force that can dramatically alter weather patterns all around the globe. When La Niña is active, some regions experience intense rainfall and flooding, while others may face long periods of drought and dry conditions. Right now, meteorologists and climate scientists are keeping a close eye on the Pacific Ocean, as we are officially on a La Niña watch, with predictions suggesting it could arrive later this year. This isn't just a minor weather update. La Niña is a major event that can impact millions of people, from farmers to city dwellers, and even global markets. Its influence stretches far and wide, affecting everything from snowfall in the mountains to the frequency and strength of hurricanes in the Atlantic. La Niña is a powerful reminder of just how dynamic and interconnected our planet's climate system truly is, with changes in one region rippling out to affect weather everywhere. At its core, La Niña happens when a vast stretch of the equatorial Pacific Ocean cools down more than usual, setting off a chain reaction in the atmosphere. This shift in ocean temperature changes wind patterns and weather systems, sending waves of change across continents and oceans. In the next few sections, we'll break down what causes La Niña, how it affects different parts of the world, and what experts predict for the coming months. So, get ready to join us as we explore the science, the surprises, and the global impact of this amazing climate phenomenon. So, what exactly is La Niña? You might have heard the term on the news or in weather reports, but what does it really mean, and why does it matter to us? La Niña is part of a larger climate system called the El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO for short. ENSO is a natural cycle that influences weather patterns all over the globe, not just in the Pacific. Think of ENSO as a giant seesaw in the Pacific Ocean. On one side, you have El Niño, the warm phase, and on the other, La Niña, the cool phase. When the seesaw tips toward La Niña, the Pacific behaves very differently. During La Niña, sea surface temperatures in the central and eastern tropical Pacific drop noticeably below average. This cooling can be seen from space and has far-reaching effects. Stronger than usual trade winds sweep across the Pacific, pushing warm surface water westward toward Asia. This allows colder, deeper water to rise up along the coast of South America. This process is called upwelling. It brings nutrient-rich, cool water to the surface, creating La Niña's signature patch of cooler ocean temperatures. This change in the ocean sets off a chain reaction in the atmosphere. The cooling of the ocean affects the air above it, shifting atmospheric pressure and wind patterns. High and low pressure systems form in new places, changing the way storms and rain develop. This atmospheric tug-of-war can shift global weather patterns, leading to wetter conditions in some regions and droughts in others. The effects can be felt from Australia to the Americas, and even beyond. It's important to remember that La Niña is a natural, recurring climate event. It's not caused by human activity, but it does interact with other climate factors. These La Niña events typically happen every 2 to 7 years, often peaking during the fall and winter months. Each event can last for several months, sometimes even longer. The upcoming La Niña is expected to be weaker than some in the past, but even a mild event can have significant impacts on weather, agriculture, and water resources around the world. La Niña is a powerful reminder of the natural rhythms and cycles that govern our planet, shaping the environment in ways both subtle and dramatic. By understanding La Niña, we can better appreciate the complexity of Earth's climate, and prepare ourselves and our communities for the changes it brings. La Niña's impact is felt worldwide. In Southeast Asia and Australia, it brings heavy rains and flooding. These regions must prepare for a wet season from October to March. In South America, La Niña causes heavy rainfall in the north and drought in the south. This affects agriculture and fisheries, impacting local economies. In North America, La Niña redirects the jet stream, bringing colder, wetter weather to the north. The Pacific Northwest sees more snow, while the southern U.S. faces drought. This can strain water supplies and increase wildfire risks. La Niña creates a tale of two winters, highlighting its global reach. Understanding these patterns helps us prepare for diverse weather challenges. La Niña's real-world impact is evident in recent history, leaving a mark on landscapes and communities across the globe. Its influence stretches far beyond meteorological charts, shaping the lives of millions and altering the course of entire regions. In 2010-2011, Australia faced devastating floods due to a strong La Niña. Torrential rains inundated vast areas, turning streets into rivers and forcing thousands from their homes. The scale of destruction was unprecedented, with entire communities cut off and emergency services stretched to their limits. Queensland experienced historic river swells, impacting homes and the economy. Infrastructure crumbled under the pressure, and businesses faced months of recovery. The economic toll ran into billions, highlighting how weather events can ripple through every aspect of society. In South Asia, La Niña amplified the Indian monsoon, causing catastrophic flooding in Pakistan. Villages were submerged, crops destroyed, and entire regions left isolated as floodwaters surged across the land. This humanitarian disaster affected millions, showing La Niña's potential for crisis. Families sought refuge in makeshift shelters, while aid organizations raced to deliver food, water, and medical care. The aftermath lingered for months, with communities struggling to rebuild their lives. In the US, La Niña winters bring snow to the Pacific Northwest, benefiting water supply. The deep snowpack feeds rivers and reservoirs, supporting agriculture and cities through the dry summer months. Yet, this bounty can also bring hazards, from avalanches to flooding when the snow melts too quickly. However, these patterns are unpredictable, reminding us of their probabilistic nature. No two La Niña events are exactly alike, and their effects can vary dramatically from year to year, challenging forecasters and communities alike. Past events teach us that La Niña is more than a weather report. It's a force shaping regions. Its reach extends from rural villages to bustling cities, leaving behind stories of resilience, loss, and adaptation. By studying these events, scientists refine models and communities build resilience. Each disaster offers lessons, helping us better predict, prepare for, and respond to future challenges. La Niña's history is a powerful teacher, guiding us in preparation and adaptation. The stories of recovery and rebuilding remind us of the importance of readiness and the strength found in unity. Understanding its power helps us face future challenges with informed strategies, ensuring that communities are not just reactive, but proactive in the face of nature's unpredictability. La Niña impacts agriculture and hurricane activity significantly. Farmers adjust strategies based on La Niña forecasts, preparing for wet or dry conditions. In wetter regions, they face waterlogged fields and crop diseases. In drier areas, drought-resistant crops and efficient irrigation become crucial. La Niña connects Pacific weather to global food supply, affecting prices. It also influences the Atlantic hurricane season by reducing wind shear. This creates favorable conditions for hurricanes to form and strengthen. As La Niña develops, the Atlantic remains primed for storm activity. Coastal communities must stay vigilant, as La Niña extends hurricane risks. Understanding these impacts helps us prepare for agricultural and storm challenges. How do scientists predict La Niña months in advance? Through observation and computer models. They monitor the Pacific Ocean using buoys and satellites to gather data. This data feeds into models simulating Earth's ocean and atmosphere. Models predict La Niña's development, providing probability forecasts. Predictions are updated as new data arrives, refining accuracy. Early warnings give governments and communities time to prepare. Emergency managers review plans, and water agencies adjust strategies. Farmers make crucial planting decisions based on forecasts. While not perfect, these predictions are a scientific achievement. They help us mitigate risks and adapt to natural climate rhythms. Understanding prediction methods empowers us to face La Niña's challenges. How does climate change affect La Niña? It's a complex connection. While La Niña is natural, climate change alters its background conditions. Oceans absorb heat from greenhouse gases, increasing global temperatures. This added energy may intensify La Niña and El Niño events. Stronger La Niña could mean more extreme weather impacts. Climate change amplifies La Niña's effects, making preparedness crucial. La Niña's cooling may still result in warmer years due to global warming. Researchers study these interactions to understand future climate patterns. Mitigating climate change and adapting to its effects are vital. Understanding La Niña in a warming world helps us prepare for future challenges. With La Niña approaching, preparation is key. Early warnings allow communities to act proactively. Flood-prone areas can clear drains and review evacuation routes. Individuals should check flood insurance and prepare emergency supplies. Farmers adjust strategies for wet or dry conditions, protecting crops. Water managers conserve resources, launching conservation campaigns. Residents can save water by fixing leaks and reducing usage. In hurricane-prone areas, storm preparedness is crucial. Secure property, have a family plan, and assemble a disaster kit. La Niña's forecast is a reminder to stay vigilant and prepared. By taking these steps, we build resilience to La Niña's challenges. La Niña's arrival in late 2025 demands our attention and preparation. We've explored how Pacific cooling triggers global weather events. This isn't just a weather story, it's about interconnected systems. Knowledge empowers us to shift from reactive to proactive responses. Stay informed, heed warnings, and prepare for potential impacts. In flood zones, stay alert and avoid floodwaters. In drought areas, conserve water and embrace conservation. La Niña teaches us to respect and adapt to natural cycles. Understanding and preparing for La Niña is crucial as climate changes. By embracing science and working together, we navigate La Niña's challenges. Stay curious and resilient in the face of nature's power.